A wonderful Sunday afternoon, everybody. This is Vinaya with the weekly crystal porn. The crystal porn video, that is. Pictures I will post every now and then from my own collection and from collection I did on the internet, watching my porn 24/7. Well, not quite, but okay. So today, what we're going to talk about? Today we're going to talk about this mystery stone I posted a little while back, and a couple of our friends got it right. It's a hulendite, which is a type of zeolite, and it got another mineral in it, and that mineral makes it very special. Now, before I go into the properties and into the gifts this beautiful combo has, just quickly how I got it. It was quite amazing, actually. And also, whenever I go anywhere, the only thing I'm doing is really looking for rocks. If I drive down the road, I see, is there maybe something possible? Or I go to a new place, I join a rock club, and so I'm a crystal fan, or freak. Anyway, so we were in India, flea market in Anjuna, and gazillions of vendors. And India, especially the Deccan Trap, is very famous for zeolites. Cavensite, green apophyllite, hulendite, stilbite, analcime, all the zeolite family you can find in the Deccan Trap. Now, every now and then there's a few new things coming out, like in, for example, the cavensite or the fluoroapophyllite, which doesn't really come out very often. So I still do look through these vendors on the flea market and all their zeolites and some calcite sometimes, which I will usually grab. And I came upon this small stall where these amazing wing-like crystals were displayed. He had maybe 10 or something like this. So I went in and checked the stone and felt the energy, asked the price, and bought everything. And then I asked him, do you get more? Is there possible more? He said, yeah, but it's not that easy because they're not really mined. They're all hand collected in a part which I haven't really figured out yet in Maharashtra in the jungle. But he said, I'm going home and I will check for you. I said, okay, we'll see you next weekend. Or next week. I think it's Wednesdays. Anyway, so I come back to the flea market and behold, he was there, and behold, he had a big box of crystals, and he got me quite a big number of these wonderful wing-light hulendite crystals. Needless to say, I knew this is something special, so I grabbed the whole box, lugged it back to America. We were still living in California, and I'm happy about it ever since. Now, what does this stone do? Or why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because it is really helpful to walk around with an open mind, open eyes, and my open energy centers, so I can feel that there's something attracting me. And knowing my stones, I knew this is something different. Okay, so once we got these stones, actually before I got the whole second lot, I asked Piazza to channel the properties of the stone, because there was something different about it. I didn't know at that point what that other mineral is, cheladonite. It's a mica, comes out of the mica family. And so she channeled. And as it is in our New Age circles, we like to give new names to old things. Mind you, this kind of combo, this kind of crystal, as far as I know, hasn't come out before the last 5 years, 6 years maybe. Oh no, hang on a second, that was 2004, so that's 14 years. Hello. Anyway, so it is a very new stone, so to speak, because we haven't discovered it only discovered it lately, like cavensite, for example. So anyway, Piazza sits down, connects with the crystal and channels it, and the first thing which comes out is a name. The name is Tilas Atta. Now, later on we Google searched and came up with a couple of explanations what that means, and we settled on the Sanskrit and Urdu translation, which would mean mysterious being. Tilas Atta. And so upon further inquiry and asking the stones what are they here for, we got the message it is to clean our hearts. And cleaning our hearts, meaning we have a certain idea of what love means. We have a certain idea what it means to be in our heart. All these ideas are dependent on how we grew up and what our parents and our ancestors transmitted to us. So that's not necessarily what love or being in the heart is. So what the Tilas Atta does now, it cleans the dust of the heart. And with the dust I mean all our interesting, so to speak, ideas about what love is and what does it mean to be in love or loving or in my heart. So we become aware of our ideas, of our perception, of our morality in the heart. And out of this awareness we are suddenly then able to assess if that's actually really true. For example, my idea of love is that I'm telling you what to do. Because, I want to help you, I want to be there for you. But that's actually not really quite what love is. It's more like a power trip or like an ego trip I'm running. And it has nothing really to do with love. Or, when I was a kid, my father spanked me and said, I only do this because I love you. So my idea is that if I get spanked, or spank for that matter, I'm acting out of love, which, as we all probably can see, has nothing really to do with what love is. So we become aware of this. And through this awareness, we are able to let go of false ideas of what love is. That is the main property, the main help, this stone Tilas Atta, which is a combination of Hewlandite and Keladonite. I was a problem with that name. And the combo does this. Now we have single crystals, which is for me. We have crystals which is really like angel wings, two kind of crystals growing together. That is for a couple. And we have clusters, and that is ancestral or family related cleaning of the heart, making the heart able to actually function the way it's supposed to function. That is the Tilas Atta. Now, just briefly at the end, we have the Hewlandite, which is a zeolite, a very high frequency stone, and on itself it really helps us to connect more with our psychic powers. That property is still inherent in this combo of the Tilas Atta. And yeah, it's a very high frequency stone, so it helps us really to open our third eye, throat and heart chakra, and gives us the ability to connect more with higher frequency. Higher not meaning better, just a different kind of frequencies. And the Keladonite is a mica family, so it really also helps us to become more aware of our trips, of our ego. And the combination again is specifically for the heart. The Tilas Atta, a new stone and a very fantastic being, mysterious being. And yes, I will post a few of these in my store on my website. And or if you're interested, please let me know, and I will send you some pictures and prices. And I am hopeful that this beautiful being, this mysterious being, is gonna get all over the planet so that we finally clean all our ancestral and family stories about what love is and what compassion means. I hope this was beneficial. I wish you a wonderful weekend and see you next week. Aloha.